My whole entire life, I either had no confidence, a low level of confidence, or a false sense of confidence, depending on outside factors to make me feel better about myself. As a child growing up, being in a special ed, being poor, plus the vast differences between me and my peers made me socially awkward. I was conditioned to be perfect for everyone, but realized it never benefited me, but made the adults happy, so I assimilated. Growing up into my teenage years, I've become quite the nice guy in environments where girls only wanted the bad guy. Since I never desired to be one of those guys, it made it extremely tough to connect with the opposite sex. I didn't have the things that other boys had. As I said, I was poor. But I did have many qualities that most males don't have. My first moments of confidence in my life came from my senior year. It was from track, but also it was my first time getting a job, so I could buy sneakers, I could buy clothes, I could buy certain things to, cover up my outside self. This was the first time in my school career where I was deemed popular. For the first time, I could be my true self, and people could accept all my weirdness, quirks, and just all the things about me. I could also be a light in people's lives because I am who I am. I remember towards the end of track season, and I was seated 7th in Western New York for the 110 hurdles. The best of 16 out the whole entire region duke it out to see who can go to states. I believe that I could win that year. I believe that I can go to states. Now, if you know or if you've been there that year, sectionals 2009, you would see that I came in complete last place. My confidence was shot for track, and I never wanted to run again. I eventually did have a community college looking at me to run track. But after my twin got locked up, that summer, I didn't do it anymore. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do track. I didn't want to do college. I didn't want to do anything. Months after that, my best friend Ricky from high school, that I haven't seen since my junior year, was murdered. Those two events happening led to a deeper drop in my confidence. I even started drinking alcohol. I developed feelings of worthlessness and contemplated suicide even. I was able to be reunited with an old grammar school friend, which led me to meet my two current producers and best friends as well. We united through music, which led to another deep sense of false confidence. Just a short amount of time of releasing music and performing locally, I've come across a couple women. I've become pretty popular, and I've become somebody that was desired, and I got one of them pregnant. One thing that I noticed is that she saw right through my false sense of confidence. And I spent years of having 3 children, but getting dragged through life in the process. The selective validation is what kept me going. But when someone treats you bad, it begins to have no significant meaning anymore. After years of baby mama drama, I was done. I eventually moved out, went homeless for several months before moving into the place that I currently live at today. I went celibate. I also was led to finding God, reading the Bible. Now it's been over, 2 years, almost 3 years of celibacy. Over almost 2 months of no fap. I discovered true confidence I've never felt before. I don't put my confidence in outward things, my talents, gifts, women, validation, but in Yahweh. Because I have a strong sense of faith, it's nearly impossible to bring me down anymore. Creating music, films, drawing pictures, the way I walk, talk, breathe is more confident. Just go back to my older videos and listen. Then come back here and listen. You feel it, don't you? At the age of 30, I feel better than I have in my entire life. Because of this big jump in confidence, and the big part is due to the semen retention that I've started. I am more proactive as a father, businessman, creator, innovative thinker, and many other aspects I can't even name, or this would just be a longer video. Ultimately, God wanted me to go through everything I did to serve as a lesson for a mere 30-year-old mortal man. It's a humbling experience that God used life to break me down, to show me that I am not God. God is God. And let me tell you, because I wasn't confident before. People always ask, why are you always so happy or smiling or such a positive mood? Or, I want to be like that, or I want more of what you got. And like I said, I wasn't confident before in my faith, but now I can tell you confidently that it is God that gives me this confidence. Thank you, Jesus.